I'm Sonia, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a full day of eating. I am also going to show you my macros today and explain why they're important, why I'm watching them more than I'm watching my calories. I'm going to show you different ways that you can use what I'm eating for some ideas, maybe change it because maybe you need more calories or less calories, and I can show you how to do it. If you haven't been to my channel, hi and welcome. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe. I am a mom of 2 children. I am happily married. I have a degree though in interdisciplinary studies with a concentration in physical education and education. I used to be an aerobics instructor, certified aerobics instructors, and work at a gym. I also trained. So when you drop by my channel, I just want to make sure that you get some good ideas and make sure that you feel empowered to make the changes that you need to change in your life so that you can feel better and feel good inside and out. Okay, let's get on into it. Make sure you stay to the end so you can understand why we're eating macros, how it's set up. I'll even show you on MyFitnessPal how it all looks. Okay, y'all, I get going really early in the morning, usually about 5:20. I was just showing you I woke up about 5:37. So I cut off my eating time the night before a little bit earlier so I sleep good, if I failed to mention that. I just want to let you know that usually in the morning, or try to the night before, I usually put in all my food into MyFitnessPal and look at all my micronutrients to make sure everything is. Granted, everything doesn't always work out the way I want to. As you can see, I love coffee and tea. I probably drink way too much caffeine. Need to cut it off a little earlier. And of course, I have 2 labs, Tex and Tony. Everybody was like, we need to see your dog. So here you are, Tex and Tony. They get up early with me. And Tex usually is the one that wakes me up in the morning with his big appetite. But I just want to make sure that you know that failure to plan is planning to fail. So make sure you put everything into whatever you use. Lose it, MyFitnessPal, whatever you log it. You manually log it in the night before so that you can make sure that you have a successful day. I usually head to the gym in the morning once my kids go to school, and I usually eat breakfast after they have already left the house. Lately, I've been into making sure that I have at least 3 egg whites, and then I have 1 egg, so I'm not getting all the yolk. I just can't stand the taste of just whites. I don't know. I can't get over it. So I have 1 egg, and actually I've been eating these ones that claim they have like omega-3s in it. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've been giving them a try. They're from Costco. And the other ones are just regular eggs, egg whites. And then I usually do have the majority of my carbs earlier in the day, most days. I think on this day I didn't eat as many. This is a new spray bottle I got, actually off Amazon. I mostly use it for my air fryer, but it's not bad. So if you're looking for one, let me know and I'll link it in. I just love that all bagel, the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. I think it tastes really good. I try to make it into like 1 almost fried egg, but it doesn't always work. And on this morning, I think it didn't work. I don't know. I was also really hungry. I usually wake up pretty starving because I've been training pretty hard at the gym in the mornings. The other thing you want to make sure you do before you work out is making sure that you are fully hydrated. So as we get older, you want to make sure at any point that you're more likely to get injured if you're not fully hydrated, and it puts more pressure on your heart if you're not fully hydrated, and you'll also feel much more lethargic. So I usually do track, or once in a while I try to track my drinking, especially I feel it is. I mean, the reality is if you're not peeing clear before you head to the gym, you're not fully hydrated. It needs to be pretty clear pee. And it's kind of gross to think about, but that's reality. So if you're not peeing clear, you're not drinking enough, and you want to make sure you're peeing clear before you, especially if you happen to work out the night before and then you work out the next morning. That's a lot of hydration that needs to occur. So like I said, I eat the majority of my carbs in the morning. My favorite thing is a bagel, and that's what I'm showing you this morning. And I don't always. Sometimes I have Kodiak cake, waffles, or pancakes. I do try to have at least 25 to 30 grams, because if not, I end up leaving the gym or mid-morning or whatever, then you feel like you are just so hungry you can't take it. I just wanted to show you. So if you had peanut butter, if this is whipped cream cheese, or anything, the thing about it is they all have grams. Best thing to do is put it on the scale, zero it out, look at the serving size. So in this one is 20 grams. I think peanut butter is like 32. And so you're just going to have it to a negative number, and that's how you're going to figure out how much you can have. Because let me tell you, peanut butter, all these kind of things can add up like really quickly. And if you think, oh, well, that's about 2 tablespoons, or that's about you know, 20 grams, 30 grams. A lot of times we are mistaken. So if you're really trying to watch what you eat, you really need to be weighing out all of your food, and make sure you really pay attention to meat. That's one of the biggest ones, whether you're logging it as cooked and grilled, or if you put it into raw. And if it's raw, then you need to weigh it out raw, because it's not going to weigh the same after you cook it, and then you would actually be eating a lot more calories in the end. So just make sure you do it. Usually, so it is. I think I drank majority of my tea that day, but it just has my eggs and a bagel with the whipped cream cheese. Has a little bit. You can have more for lower calories. That's why I have it, and a cup of coffee to go. I was gonna head to the gym. This is when I came back from the gym. It was a little later in the day. I had one of these tuna creations. I thought I was gonna be running errands, but I ended up just eating later. That's 80 calories, and it has, as it says, 17 grams of protein. So it is pretty good if you can, you know, it's good for on the go. I don't always have. A lot of times I have chicken and a salad for lunch, but on this day, this is what I have. And it also has a lot of micronutrients. You can see B6 and some of the other B vitamins, because we do need to look at other micronutrients as well. And that day I was just having it with some Trader Joe crackers, and I do usually weigh my crackers, especially my carbs out, because you can easily overdo it. I think it's those mini crackers are pretty good. And then I have been drinking, adding to my waters. I know, you know, everybody wants to drink whatever they want to drink, and I like adding the Crystal Light to my water, and I ended up drinking a big glass of water that day. Okay, before I show you my fitness pal for the day, I just wanted to explain macronutrients to you and why they matter as we get older and what they are. People call them macros online. It's macronutrients and there's micronutrients, and they're both really important, and probably more important as you get older. They're always important, but they're gonna show us more as we get older, because if not, we're gonna, you know, when you think about a kid running around and spending their day, they're running around, they're going to recess, they're playing. A lot of us, unfortunately, are stuck at a desk all day, so we're not running around. So we have to think about getting to the gym, lifting weights, and trying to get more muscle onto our bodies. In order to do that, we have to have protein. And if we don't have enough protein, we're not gonna do that. The unfortunate part of people that yo-yo diet and really cut their calories is when you're cutting all your calories down, and you're also just, let's say you download Lose It or MyFitnessPal or anything else, and you get down to, I don't know, you go crazy. You're down to 1,200, 1,000 calories a day. I don't know why people do that, but let's just throw out a number, okay? And so they are now dieting down, and they're not watching their macros, and they're just eating, I don't know, carbs, fat, whatever. They're actually gonna be losing muscle. When they get off of their diet, this is what everything happens. When they get off of their diet, now they have less muscle than they did before. Our muscle is what's burning calories during the day. Our fat sitting around on our bodies is not doing much for us, okay? It is stored energy, and our body can tap into that, okay? But we need our muscle to get our metabolism going, and that's why we want to weight train. That's why we want to eat protein. I'm not just saying go keto, because I am not. You need your carbs. I eat majority of my carbs in the morning most of the time, because I hit the gym really hard in the morning hours. If I went to the gym in the evening and maybe had dinner first, maybe I'd put more of my carbs in there. We need to eat around our training sessions. So to understand this more, I have like a little example I'm going to show you, and then I'll show you a little bit more online what I'm talking about by our macronutrients. So our main macronutrients are fat, protein, and carbohydrates. And then under carbohydrates, we have simple and complex, and we also have fiber, which is also the other thing that I would talk about. This is super, super important to make us feel full, lower our cholesterol. It helps us in our GI tract. So, okay, I'm gonna show you my little example. Maybe this will help. Okay, here we go with our example. We got 2 hearts. Hopefully this helps. This is kind of a weird example. I was trying to think about Barbies or how to show this, but that would be just as weird too. The cotton is gonna be our fat on our bodies. And these hard hearts are actually gonna be our muscles, okay? Both of these girls are supposed to look a little equal. Okay, maybe she doesn't look equal. Does she look equal now? Okay, both of these ladies went on a diet. This one started to weight train, okay? And they both are eating about the same amount of calories. So initially, these weigh more, and she may feel like on her scale that she is gaining weight, oh my God, you know, but here's what I need to tell you. This girl needs to stay with it. Don't freak out, because at the same time, she's gonna be losing some of her fat. And this is why we need to take our body measurements when we start a diet. So she's starting to lose fat, but her scale may say different. At the same time, this girl is also on a diet, but she's not watching her macros. She's just eating whatever she wants on the same low-calorie diet. So she is losing a little fat, but as you can see, she's also gonna be losing her muscle because she's not watching her macros and she's just starving herself. So they're both on not a great diet, okay? Not enough calories. And as time progresses, she's still gonna lose a little bit of fat. So we'll take some more fat from her. But we're also gonna be losing more of her muscle. Where she's still gaining her muscle. And she's revving that metabolism at this point because she's been dieting the same amount of time. At this point, she also is gonna lose a lot of her fat because she's really weight training. And she's really watching her macros, making sure everything is right. So at this point, she still might be the heavier girl. And she may look lean, but she really isn't. She is, you know, fat skinny, as I would call it. And she now has lost a lot of her muscle. What is left is majority fat and just a little bit of muscle. Or she's gonna look better. She's gonna have less inches, but she may weigh more. And she just has a little bit of her fat left to go. Okay, so let's say that they both go on vacation or they get back off this crazy diet because it's not sustainable. What will happen is she is gonna be able to keep her metabolism, so she's gonna stay where she is. But she doesn't have those muscles anymore during the day. So she is now going back to eating the way she was before because she has less muscle. Her body has less to burn. And over time, she is gonna pack back on her weight. And then she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need to starve myself again. Where she still has her muscle and she's building, she still has all this muscle gain. And she might gain a little bit of fat back because she's starting to eat more, right? But now she has all this muscle left. Hopefully though, if you eat correctly, and they both eat correctly, she's gonna maintain it because she's gonna feel full, rejuvenated. She won't feel horrible. When you eat, when you actually watch your macro and micronutrients, you're gonna feel better. So you're more likely to feel full. She's watching her fiber, she's watching her protein. I think she's gonna stay on her diet, but she couldn't. And now she is like, fluffy, and now it's gonna happen if she does it again. So let's say she starves herself again and she loses some of her fiber. Every time she does, she's losing all that muscle underneath, okay? And so then when she goes back to her regular diet, fluffy is, and eventually she doesn't have a lot of muscle underneath. She is just damaging her own body, and that's why people like kind of get into a habit of yo-yo dieting. And they also you know, I think there's a lot of things out there that actually don't teach you how to eat, and it's actually really easy to just learn how to eat, count your macro and micronutrients. So I'm hoping that also I can teach you guys something on this channel, and I hope this helps a lot. I'm gonna go to my fitness pal and show you guys what I ate for the day, why I did it, and how I spread it all out. Okay, we're back for our afternoon snack. It's a little bit late. I'm actually getting ready to make dinner, so it's actually maybe a good time I'm eating this. I usually eat it earlier, but I'm way behind today. I had so much on my plate, but I wanted to show you real quick what I'm eating. It's actually really good. I'm eating this Dannon Fit yogurt. It's really good. I actually tried the coconut. If you guys haven't tried this, oh, it's good. If you guys need more protein, one of the ones to do is the straight up Trader Joe's Greek yogurt. It has like 24 grams of protein per cup, but you gotta add a lot to it to make it palatable. I just found these, you guys, on Amazon, and they are so good. But I mean, they are cookies, okay? This is not like the end all, but if you're looking to just like top this off, because I think this is, let's see, this one I think that's 12 grams. Oh yeah, 12. I think a portion of this has 5 grams of protein. Yeah, but they're not bad. They taste good, but they are cookies, but they're good. If you guys haven't tried them, you're looking for something different, they have them in cinnamon, chocolate, and graham, I think. I bought all 3 boxes as a set off of Amazon to try them. They're really good. So I'm gonna have this real quick, and I'll show you later what I'm having for dinner. Okay, for dinner, I had 3 hard shell tacos. I forgot to turn on my mic again. Sorry, y'all. It's 4 ounces of 96 for lean meat, and I did weigh it before I actually cooked it. I cooked off a pound for my family. You can just cook off a pound and then divide it up by 4, and you'd figure it out. Anyway, so I got 3 hard taco shells. They're 50 calories a piece. They're not horrible. They even have some that are a little bit healthier from Trader Joe's if you're really looking at all the ingredients. These were, I think, Old Paso or something. Then I put in lettuce and tomato also into mine. If you wanted to, you could have salsa or whatever on top. I didn't this night. I was just like trying to get it on the table and get everybody fed. Anyway, so that's what I had for dinner on this evening. We're coming with our evening snack. I have or whatever dessert, however you look at it, it's my dessert. Chocolate chip cookie, the Fiber One bars at 70 calories. They were 90, but they changed them to 70. And some of the changes, some of them kind of got like, I don't know, mealy, sandy, dry, I don't know what you call it. But this one still tastes really good. And then I'm having 1 cup of raspberries. If you can afford it, berries are so good for you. They're high in fiber, they're low in calories, and they're full of antioxidants. The other thing you could do is to buy frozen ones. My battery's charging. But we're gonna go ahead and look at my day next. And if you wanna know how to change your macros on MyFitnessPal, you can actually. And I had mine changed, but I changed it back. Anyways, if you wanna know, let me know down in the comments and I'll show it in the next coming video. Okay, the whole point of me showing you these screenshots was to show you that on MyFitnessPal, depending on if you're looking at a desk version on your screen or you're looking on your phone or whatever, most of the time I'm on my phone. If I had nothing in there, and you can't tell this because I've worked out this day, a 1,200 calorie diet, which that's what claims I need, it's ridiculous. I'd only get 60 grams of protein, and unless you're just sitting around doing practically nothing, that's not enough protein for anybody, and it's definitely not enough to keep your muscle if you're on the slower calorie. And also depending on your age bracket. So that's why in some ways you really need to probably go see a dietitian or talk to your doctor about it. Because in general, it's probably, if you're really working out, like 0.8 to like 1 gram, maybe some people even go up to 1.5 grams of protein per pound that you are. So that's what it is. I usually actually aim for probably closer to 110 to 120. This day it didn't do so great. It has higher numbers on here only because I had worked out, and when you work out on MyFitnessPal, then it gives you back it adds more protein to your day. So like I think on this day it was like 128 is my goal. So, but I want to let you know that these also are adjustable. You can adjust your macros. So like you could make, I think it's normally like, I don't know, 30, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at it. But you can mess with your percentages and make protein like, 40% instead of 30%. You can mess with your percentage. And if you guys are interested on how to change it, you can change it on the free version. I've done it before and I'm about to change it back. It's a pain to change it a little bit. And I just look at it and look at my overall day. And obviously I also look at my fiber and how much fiber I am having. So that's what you also need to look at. And your carbohydrates. On a day that I'm not working out, I probably do eat less carbohydrates because I don't need it. But on days that I'm on my Stairmaster for an hour, running for an hour, or whatever, you need carbs. We need carbs for energy. That's how it works. I mean, if you're on some kind of keto thing, you are not going to feel great. That's why you don't feel good. Our brain also needs carbs. It needs glucose in order to run, to think clearly. Okay, our bodies need it. It's not a good thing to just cut them out of our diet. You also want to make sure that you're also looking, to some extent as a woman, at your micronutrients, and depending on your age, you probably would need to look at your iron, your calcium. I didn't put in my supplements. I probably should start logging them. I actually do take calcium. We live in the northwest part of the country, so always I'm taking vitamin D, a multivitamin. I take probiotics, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in what I'm taking, I can always let you know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. Every day I eat something different, so maybe I'll do another one if you guys are interested in seeing another full day of eating. My whole point was just to look at your macros and show you also like a way to think about it. So that some women are like, does it really matter how much protein I'm eating? And if you really are working out hard, especially if you have teenagers in your house or something, you really need to think about how much protein they're getting and how they're feeling. If they're feeling like a truck rolled over them the next day, there's probably a good chance they're not getting their protein goals met, and they're maybe dehydrated. So you want to check into both of those things. And if you have especially a teenage girl, you want to make sure that her iron level is higher. Okay, because then they also will feel horrible and tired all the time. Or you might feel horrible and tired all the time because your iron isn't high enough. If you're feeling that tired, you might need to go see your doctor. And as always, make sure you guys are doing all your preventative care, getting your blood work done, blood pressure done. We have some upcoming videos coming your way, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. I have some coming on homemade hummus, how we are breakfast prepping some healthy burritos, and a lot of tricks that my husband shows us. I had no idea thinking about how to do it for, like, if you want to make like 40 or 50 at once. And I also volunteered at the American Heart Association red dress event for women only, and I have got some good things about their new initiatives and what I learned that day. And I'm also going to cook up a heart healthy dish for you. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.